So apparently owls swim in lava.
What?
What?
What? Okay.
Phoenix Down.
It's true. I found it off of the tomes of Sherlock Watson, a well-known plant doctor who does clown dancing on the weekends.
Okay.
What the hell are you smoking?
That's a good enough way to start this video anyway, because all I'm doing right here is showing you that I'm being lame and grinding levels. Well, not
I saw you got that early Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm not technically grinding levels. I'm grinding abilities. It's different.
Same difference in 9.
Only the abilities in 9 are actually, you know, worth shit, and the levels are worth less.
It's true.
Yeah, makes sense.
You can get by on this game like at mid-level 50s and be just fine
Yeah.
as long as you have all of your abilities.
By the
And
way,
now-
I saw a tiny Steam Axe Steam pop up. Next time, disable your Steam notifications.
Yeah, I'm too lazy.
It's just a thing. I know it probably not gonna bother. It didn't bother in the past videos, but
Yeah.
That was just that one time because he happened to pop on when I was playing Final Fantasy IX and he got really excited.
yeah, I understand. Final Fantasy
Yeah.
9 is great.
It looks very fun.
It is fun.
This weird tentacle dog thing of Black Abyss.
Yeah, I stopped on the way to the first actual boss fight in this game to show off some of the monsters in the forest, but I think I only get the dog, the fangs.
That's a shame. I mean, it's a really good design. I really like the enemy, but
Yeah.
still.
I mean, you only get the fangs and the goblins in this first screen, and if I go any farther, I would hit the boss fight. So
Oh god. I forgot how anime the Fang's face are. I mean, it's like an evil Eldritch abomination, but it has like a little puppy dog face.
yeah, his little tongue's hanging out.
It's adorable.
And Zidane missed like an asshole because
He needs to get a haircut. I mean, he doesn't have a hair gel, so he's blind as bat.
Oh my god.
oh, he just needs to be like every other Final Fantasy protagonist and spike it up ridiculously.
Yeah.
So what you do is you get a gallon of hair gel, enough hairspray to, ignite a small country, and then he spikes that shit.
Yeah, Cloud alone is responsible for the whole ozone layer, I'm pretty sure.
It's amazing his hair just doesn't light up like a Roman candle when hit by a fire attack.
Yeah, I only
See-
get the fangs, unfortunately.
Aw. I still love her face.
Yeah.
Because, for some reason, I'm pretty sure they turned down the encounter rate in this PC port, because I would have ran into like 5 things running across this one screen, normally.
Oh, I remember that.
But I had to run in a circle just to get those 3 fangs to attack me. And here's the boss fight.
What the hell was that? That is the perfect answer, Zane. Oh. Sir K's fetish bush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where's Carl when you need him?
Oh dear.
In-jokes. Glorious in-jokes.
Only we're gonna think that's funny, but I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I just fucking realized Kingdom Hearts ripped off the idea, this idea from Final Fantasy. Remember in Monster's stomach, he has that one thing that it imprisons somebody
Yeah,
inside it and fuck you.
it's like directly ripped off from his boss, but that's okay because it's Square Enix and they can rip off from themselves if they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't Final Fantasy appear in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
several times.
Also,
Yeah.
Actually does.
yeah. Also, Zidane is pink now, so that's a thing that happens in this game. Is,
Oh.
Oh,
There-
you because Dragon Ball Z owns yellow ape men. They have to go with the next extreme color, which is pink.
He is like extremely 80s right now.
Yeah. Or like you psych up in Dragon Quest 8 and go all Super Saiyan.
Essentially.
This is-
stem.
This is Trance, which is unfortunately both good and bad in that it only happens in the fight that it happens in. It's not like Final Fantasy VII where you could save it for something bigger. If it happens, and you're fucked.
Runs
Ooh.
off.
Yeah, he leaves.
It's
And
kind
so
of
the
like,
trance is gone for.
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much. It's a more limited limit break, essentially.
Yeah. I mean,
But
Zidane abilities when he trances are kind of fucking ridiculous.
they all are, honestly.
But
Vivi
I
can
couldn't.
double cast magic, if I remember.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
he
you
can.
fucker.
Yeah, he took Vivi this time.
No!
Vivi can. Yeah, Vivi can double cast black magic.
Right.
Steiner just gets an all physical boost,
Mhm.
and Zidane had those dying things, which I couldn't use his second one because it would have killed Garnet because it hits everything on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
And since she was in the enemy's window, that means it would have hit her. I've done
Yeah,
that
it
before. That's how I know it works.
Also drains life. I think this enemy, or at least something like it, appears in a lot of Final Fantasies. I mean, the same
surprised me.
concept. So I know
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I think Final Fantasy X.
And there's one of his regular abilities, Detect. It tells you what the enemy is carrying and how many times you have to try to steal before you bite your fingers off.
Ooh, broadsword.
Nice.
Steiner actually already has a broadsword. I was going for the leather wrist because it's better than what I have right now.
Sure, but you can always sell extra equipment.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you don't want to sell the first tier of weapons for a dungeon later on. You want them.
Interesting. I like its weird dark face it has going on.
Yeah,
It's-
it looks really nice.
I love the enemy design in this game. So it's like a mix of goofy and, just absolutely kind of horrifying. Because I wouldn't want this thing touching me, but it's kind of stupidly adorable too.
Yeah, it has those tiny toes.
Now this thing would have been dead if I was serious and attacking with both people, but I'm trying to steal with Zidane and he's just not fucking doing it.
As the thief does.
There we go. Finally.
Woohoo! Murder time.
Right
I
on
also
time,
just
too.
realized
Just
I
realized
just
what?
realized that not many Final Fantasies have the thief as the main hero.
Yeah, there's, I think, well, who the hell would you call the main hero in 6? It's not Locke. Is it Terra?
It was Locke was a little bit, but Terra I'd say is the quote-unquote main hero, and she's a mage, which is somewhat irregular
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
because Yuna was also a mage, and she was the main character of all of 10 and 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Terrors seems to be the main.
6 spread it around quite a lot. I mean, it
Yeah.
was good in that it never focused on any one character, but you never really felt like this is the character that rides the story.
Like I said, I could never play 6 because I got the anthology discs with 5 and 6, and my 6th disc was broken.
Ooh,
Ooh. Oh yeah.
that sucks.
But
They do have-
yeah. The anthology of 5 was fucking hilarious though because the translation was so awful.
Oh no.
Like,
What was it? Was it Woolsey? I think it was Woolsey who did the original translations.
I think so. It
I was watching a Final Fantasy LP, and these guys are apparently a lot bigger nerds than I am. They're talking about Woolsey and his translations. And at some point, I just started watching it, for their deep backstory of all the Final Fantasy shit. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can't claim to be a Final Fantasy expert by any means because I've only really played 5, 7, and 9.
Yeah.
I've played bits of the other ones, but they just didn't grab me. Like, especially 8. I fucking hate 8. I hate it.
That's fair. 8's very, very different. It's hard to get past that.
I can see why people like it, but I don't.
I don't like the characters. Squall is just kind of Squall is just, a shittier Cloud, and I don't really like Cloud. Though Cloud in the game is a fairly complex and interesting character. I just don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand why people get attached to him and love his story. I'd be right there, except for I run into his fans too often, and they can go to hell.
And here I accidentally paused trying to go to the active time event again because I keep forgetting which buttons do what.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They
Steam
do
is
have-
a different piece.
I think they have 5 and 6 on Steam, but Steam has really, not Steam. The Steam version of 6 has really weird avatars or PC
Yeah.
models.
Yeah,
And people are-
it's not good.
They tried the same thing they did here.
Kinda.
But
It
in a
works.
different way.
It's even less because it's very much 8-bit era.
Oh.
Actually, it's technically 16-bit, but it replicates 8-bit with 16-bit, so it's a weird amalgamation.
It was a strange
it-
choice.
In the original game, that weird design choice works very well. When they tried to update it and tweak it, it just does not look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruby?
Yeah, she got left behind, and that was. I don't know how the fuck she got off the ship. How the hell did she get off the ship? Did she fall before it left and Alexandria, or what? And she
I
just
have
ended
no
up in the
idea.
bar? That has
Yeah.
always just absolutely mystified me because they don't explain it anywhere.
Eh,
Sewers.
minor character. No one cares about minor characters.
I guess
Yeah.
not. But she's fucking everywhere. She sends you letters like periodically, and you're supposed to give a shit. It's-
I do have the old. Okay, I guess it is no old now. The Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy VI, and that was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, they did a good job on the advanced versions for 5
Yeah.
and 6.
I feel like I need to play that, but I don't know if my cartridge still works anymore.
Oh.
Ooh.
I mean,
Any-
it's what 8+ years old now.
Mhm.
It probably still works. Still, I mean, it's not like the whole Game Boy Color things where once the internal battery goes, it stops saving.
Yeah, they're
I thought,
just dead.
I thought the advanced cartridges were similar to that.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Because I have no idea if it's like the same build or whatnot, because it's made of different plastics, so the software may be different. But my Fire Red still works, and that's at least over 10 years old. So I think it should be fine.
damn! Make me want to go back and play my Final Fantasy VI. I almost bought the Steam version, but it was just very hard to get over those horribly done avatars.
Yeah.
Sprites, that's the term. Goddamn, man.
Sprites.
They're not even really sprites. She was cute. Good
Oh.
job, Zidane.
Yeah,
You
goddamn it.
made him
Zidane.
up.
Ladies, man.
I'm telling you, he gets better. He does.
I know. He
gets-
does. He's a great character, but early Zidane is like, come on, man.
Early Zidane is like, or Zidane. No, I'm doing it.
Sorry.
Early Zidane is kind of like watching Deep Space Nine and having to get over early Dr. Bashir.
That's fair.
Early Dr. Bashir, I want to punch him in the face, like, every episode. But then, like, season 2, I'm like, holy fuck, how come I like this character now? That was sudden.
Because our writers decided to get good.
Ooh. Let's play Dark Souls.
Well, in this case, he was written that way to be a little bit of a mook at first, then he becomes something more, and you grow with the character, and it's just awesome. And as like a, I don't know, 8, 10-year-old, whatever the hell you played this, or I played this, or whoever played this, it's just a very emotional ride.
Mm-hmm. It ramps up really fast.
Yes.
I mean, it looks cutesy and shit, but it's hiding stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
It is hiding some stuff.
Intriguing.
Now I'm just running around gathering shit before I do stuff with, there's a boss fight if I go in and talk to Baku. So I'm just saving it in case.
Baku.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna lose, but I'm saving it in case I don't steal something. Which is a high probability.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because Zidane needs to get his vision checked.
God. I remember... Okay, sorry, go on.
No, this isn't the last time I'm going to bitch about him not stealing things.
No.
By any means.
I understand completely. I
Yeah.
was the same goddamn thing with Locke in Final Fantasy VI. I get to a boss. He has a special item. Locke, steal. God damn it, Locke. Thankfully, in that game, you can at least equip accessories to increase your chances. I'm not sure if you get that in 9.
Yeah, you do. He gets specific thief gear, and he gets specific abilities that help him steal stuff.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
I mean, it's been longer for me to, words are sync. Yeah. It's been longer since I've played 9 than I've played 6, so the memory's still hazy.
Yeah. I can remember, like, everything about this game, but...
Can we steal his sword? That's a big-ass sword.
You can steal the sword from him, and you give it to Steiner, and it's a good upgrade from what he has. And I stole it on the first fucking try.
Ooh!
Oh, nice.
Nice. Alright, you pink mustachioed bastard, time to go down.
I think he has something else, and I'm gonna try for it, and it's gonna... Oh, there it goes again.
Ooh,
Nice.
Twice in a
Damn.
fucking row, Zidane. Why don't you keep this up for the rest of the goddamn game? You fucking
Roll them
loser.
20s, boy.
And I don't know if you can tell that Baku's not fucking serious right here.
No. We did. He's still
Yeah.
jacking around.
I stole both of his things on this first 2 turns. I am so pissed. You'd think I'd be happy about it, but I know that this luck isn't going to keep going.
Yeah, it's just like, here's the luck you could be having.
It sets you up for failure.
I just looked at that and went, that's never gonna happen again. And since I leveled up so much, I smacked him in, like, what, 4 turns?
Yeah, thereabouts.
That's normally supposed to be, watch this, watch what happens. What the fuck just happened? He didn't touch me! He punched
What?
Blank! He freaked the hell out and punched Blank, and he's still staring at Blank. Look at him. And now I react.
It looked like he force punched you in the junk.
What the shit? That has never happened before, so now I'm standing here going, trying to process what just fucking happened to me.
Oh my god.
And nobody reacts, so it's just common knowledge they can force punch people. Okay. Canon.
I have never seen that happen before, ever, in my entire time playing this game. I think that's
We're
because
getting
it's the
old.
PC port.
We were getting all the good bugs this time.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, what the shit just happened? And he was staring at Blank the entire time he was talking to me. It's like, I'm not gonna look you in the eye anymore.
It's a
Yeah,
fucking
thank
insult.
That big guy isn't getting serious. God damn, if he can force punch?
And here we're letting Steiner out of the storage room.
Ugh.
Ooh.
And he's bitching us out.
To be fair, kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we shouldn't really be the focus of this. He's not mad at the other thieves until later. He's only mad at me right now.
Well, we're the asshole he chased halfway across the castle.
I suppose so, but
You know, we're the asshole who actually captured the princess. We're the asshole who led him on the merry chase in front of everybody and publicly disgraced him.
yeah, I suppose we are, like, we're just a convenient target right now.
Yeah.
It's like he'll get to hating other people, but right now, he's got to burn that anger while he has it.
And we go right back in there because there's items in there.
It's
But
like Sort of
cutscene.
Wanderer.
Cutscenes won't let you loot, so I just have to
Ah.
walk back in there.
Worst
Waste-
cutscene.
Waste 5 seconds of everybody's time.
Cannot loot. Worst cutscene. 1 out of 10.
Monster Hunter does cutscenes right. Does cutscene, then immediately go to the battle. Boom. You want loot? You can loot.
Usually the cutscene kind of takes you off guard just in time for the monster to kick your ass.
Yeah, the cutscene
Yeah.
ends and the monster's right in your face and you die. Because it's
Pretty
fucking
much.
Devil Joe.
Oh, Master Vivi. I love that Steiner right away respects and gives Vivi so much props.
Well, he actually says why in a couple minutes here.
Oh.
Like, Zidane makes a note of it. Either that or I think he already did it. I think he did it when we were in the storage room and we were too busy babbling.
I think he did it just then. He was respecting his use of black magic, which I think is very rare in this setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also wanted
Well-
to do the combined magic sword attack.
Yeah, see,
You know.
he's not gonna learn Beast Killer from that sword. Cause I'm never putting that sword back on unless like I said. See, that's why the Moonstone's handy. You can just throw that iron sword right on as soon as you get it.
Mage staff.
It's not much good for anything else though.
Ooh, thunder.
Ooh.
And Blizzard.
Blizzard.
That's
Oh.
why.
Trinity.
Yeah, that's why I wanted that leather wrist.
That makes sense.
Now he
Yeah,
has all
thanks.
3 first level spells.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
Burn everything.
That'll help, you know, it would help more if I gave a shit about what was weak to what and remembered that. But I kind of just smack things with swords and whatever anyway.
That's fair.
Yeah. If it works, it works.
It's still nice to have that in your back pocket.
Vivi's the option for if you actually absolutely need magic. 'Cause there are some enemies that do not respond to physical attacks, and they're a pain in the fucking ass.
Oh god, I remember that. There's one dick in a tower in Final Fantasy VI. Fuck that guy. Fuck him hard.
I'll be right back.
And there's an opposite of him that he only responds to physical attacks. If you cast any magic on him, he absorbs it
Yeah,
and then deals it back to you twice as hard. Oh, fuck that guy harder.
you just realize that you hate him more.
It's because I liked going magic heavy in Final Fantasy VI.
Oh yeah, that'll fuck you up.
Yeah. Or I make sure everybody has learned at least a little bit of magic. So my melee fighter can run around and just shoot things with Firaga. Hilarious.
It's nice to have the option, but this is one of those games where they're locked into their certain
Yeah.
job. But they
is
make
fine.
it work.
Yeah, with the ability system and the learning point system, it allows you to really diversify and do whatever the
Oh.
fuck you want.
Now look at this. How the fuck did she get a letter to us already?
Damn Moogles. You know, fucking stalkers.
Like, Jesus.
The
That was from-
Mognet, yeah.
Yeah. That was from
They have their own
Ruby.
internet. Hey guys, you left me at the bar. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Now I think this is the last time I show me saving.
It's fine.
Hopefully,
Oh.
anyway. Because
I don't care about it.
it's making me angry that I didn't cut it out.
It's making me angry. Okay, sure.
That's what counts.
That's fair. Eye drops. Ooh, eye drops. Oh my god. Blind may be the status I hate the most.
It's a pain in the ass, yeah. I don't get hit with it too much to care that much about buying eye drops because, like, everything drops them later on in this forest.
Right?
Or I can steal them, so it's like, I'm gonna keep my giant chunk of change.
Yeah, that's fair. Active time event.
Because I'm gonna do some
Oh,
bullshit later that gives me even more money. And I need all the money I have right now.
Okay, so we've crashed, we need to rebuild the ship, and these assholes are just playing music.
Yeah.
I understand they're boosting morale, and that's important, but, you know, grab that timber and start hammering. I love that guy.
The best thing is that's the march that they play for in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah?
For that scene where you isn't absolutely fucking impossible for me to do when you have to march with the army.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, there's the goblin.
Oh, hey, nice.
Yeah, red skin goblin.
He's gonna punch me.
Giant
not
red
gonna do it.
knight.
Weak.
That
Where's
can
an
fuck
old-
you up. Really,
Yeah.
it can. It just depends on how much health. I think it depends on how much health the goblin has left.
Mm-hmm.
Does it get stronger as he gets more closer to death?
I believe so, but I'm probably fucking that up. I could probably look that up in my book.
I love that goblins get a sneaky ass ability like that. Like, oh no, you've almost killed us. Sucker punch.
Now you're dead, motherfucker.
Exactly.
We're looking at that river for reasons that I will remember in a minute.
Plot reasons.
I'm being distracted by this fucking gigantic, useless book that I've got.
Fucking Moogle dives into a stomp. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the help, jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, all it says is
you.
causes non-elemental damage to enemy for Goblin Punch. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of, like, formula where it calculates how much damage it's going to do. Because sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes they punch you and it does 100 fucking damage, and at these low levels it just kills you.
It may just be on a range, kind of like sometimes you get the weak punch, sometimes you get the strong punch.
Yeah.
And right here is a save point and a place that restores your MP and your HP. So
Andy.
I stayed here and kind of, you know, ground some levels on the other two idiots,
Mm-hmm.
so they didn't die.
Yeah.
But this fucker has some mail for me before we do that.
Oh.
Always bloody have mail.
I have to ask this son of a bitch 3 times to make sure he doesn't have a letter for me to deliver.
Oh yeah, God forbid we, you know, he do his own job.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
Lazy bastard.
It's not really his job. It's the male Moogle's job, and he's not doing it.
Do we eventually meet the male Moogle?
Yeah.
We did before, actually. We met him, I think.
No, that was the traveling Moogle. The male
Oh.
Moogle is very noticeable as the male Moogle because he's fucking purple.
Because everybody punches him whenever he goes around with late-ass mail.
Well, he should be punched for being late with the goddamn mail.
That's why
Bastard.
he's a giant. Yeah, that's why he's a giant purple bruise. There's some little bit of animated glory.
Nice little bit of.
Completely needless, but it's very nice.
It
All
looked-
the same.
Yeah.
It looked a lot better here than it did on the PlayStation version. It was kind of nice to see. that they spruce those up too.
Well,
Although they
may
did
as well
look-
do the
They did look very good on the for the PlayStation.
Yes, I will forever remember the thing later on. I don't want to spoil it. The great reveal of Wings. I'll leave it at that. Scaffold will figure it out.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Of course, you know me again. Giant wings unfurling, just me all over.
Yeah.
God. I haven't recorded up to that point because I've already got like 14 episodes that week,
Yes.
and we're only on 3.
Yeah.
Fire!
Like maybe I should slow the fuck down.
Let's steam this salad.
Burn.
Now this guy is supposed to be hard, but you're not supposed to be level 7.
We didn't
Level 5?
expect you to grind.
You are not supposed to have 359 HP.
Oh, that's annoying. He does a group blind.
Yeah, he's the pain in the ass that you need the eye drops for.
Yeah. Ooh. Eye drops were goddamn crucial in 6. I'm sorry, I keep bringing it back to 6, but that's the one game I know the best.
6 is your game, 9 is
Yeah.
more mine.
Yeah, I just remember how much of a pain in the ass blind was in that game. Because you never go, oh, it's a blind, you know, something I've never seen before. Oh well. And
then
then one dungeon, it's like blind is the main feature, and I'm like, why can I never do any goddamn thing?
Oh, that just seems nasty.
Oh, the early Final Fantasy was
God, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they weren't hard to beat, but there were sections that were really, really dickish.
Yeah, if you didn't grind levels, you were fucked.
Oh, lovely.
It wasn't quite Dragon Warrior / Quest levels of you better grind or you're going to just get your shit pushed in,
Mhm.
but it was close.
Yeah.
Going to battle, you know, Blank, that one guy who's so very noticeable that his name is Blank. Poor bastard.
It doesn't matter, this plant is dead. If Blank wasn't scripted to come in, that plant would have been dead on the last hit.
So you just shut up. Hey guys, what you doing? This time see Steiner split it with a fire, you know, with a
Basically.
fire swirling sword of death and destruction. And then we're like, yeah, thanks, Blank.
Yeah, you did. You were great, Blank. You were so crucial.
You guys are gonna feel bad in a minute.
I know.
Oh,
Giving these characters shit is fun.
It is. Sometimes they deserve it anyway.
Oh, these fuckers! I remember these fuckers.
Yeah,
I love their design though. Probably one of my
They seem
favorite
annoying.
designs.
you can
Oh.
like sit and like grind these infinitely. Just like press the button down on your controller and leave for a couple hours because they will keep coming at you in this particular section.
Yeah.
But again, grinding levels, not that great. It's grinding AP you want, and you have to change out your equipment to get the most of it.
oh,
Because if
So
once
it's
you
tedious.
once you learn an ability, you have to change your equipment to get the AP going into a different ability, or you're wasting it.
I love these designs. There's this weird bipedal insect-looking rosebud, you know, pseudo plant, pseudo animal, whatever the fuck they are.
Whatever
I
magic shit. They
Plant
are,
Yeah.
spider. Yeah, thanks.
magic mites.
they are pretty cool looking. But
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
they
they're
kind
weakest,
of die a lot.
the weakest piss, but I love their design. I remember them because they, you know, Starship Troopers was a big movie when I was
Oh.
little, and they remind me so much of the Arachnids. Those are bugs.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of like weird body thing going for
I
him.
believe They freaked me the hell out when they first popped up. So I'm like, I'm gonna get swarmed, somebody's gonna die, somebody's ain't gonna lose a hand, we're all fucked.
Well, somebody is gonna kinda get fucked here.
Oh,
Good spoiler. Look, it's a rose head. I don't know why.
It's just that splash of color on such a weird thing.
And everything's turning to stone. Did you see how light turns to stone?
It's implied that the plant brain dying is making everything fine. For some reason. Magic. I'm just gonna bullshit everything with magic.
Well, that's fair, but
Because the game does that itself, so why not?
it's a load-bearing boss. I understand the idea.
yeah. It sort of makes sense. Like, once you lose your brain, your body's just like, we're dead.
We're dead.
I love that Steiner and Vivi outrun the fucking thief character. I understand he was preoccupied, but it's still funny to me.
It is. I think he was running slow on purpose, so, you know, Blank pushed him out of the way because he was going to do that. Sacrifice himself. So everybody could get out. And Blank's
you
like,
lost your best bro.
yeah.
I
Blank
gotta
decided,
live with
fuck
the-
that, get your ass out of here.
Yeah, I'll be the one to die. You did the work killing that plant when I came in. You deserve to live.
Except that all he was doing was stealing, he wasn't doing a damn fucking thing!
Not like Blank saw anything.
They just saw, the plant die, and he assumes that Zidane is there, so he must have done something.
I totally did something.
I stole a thing!
I stole one thing. I was very useful. I stole the eye drops so I could pour them into Steiner's eyes so we could murder it.
And murder it? Well, he did.
Indeed.
And now,
Hey, cocky motherfucker.
God damn it, Stan, you're such a dickhead right now.
If there wasn't Vivi and a fire between them, I think he would have smacked him upside the head.
He would have tried, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what happens when he's eventually pushed too far and he tries, but
Oh.
Oh, he misses. And it's the funniest thing ever.
I remember that scene. That scene is directly burned into my mind because I laughed so hard at it. Grrr. I love Angry Steiner.
He just sits there and twitches.
State your sworn duty. Oh, you're being boxed. You got boxed,
Oh.
motherfucker.
Oh.
You got outplayed. I mean, he understands he got outplayed, and he understands how it happened. It still happened, though.
It still happened though, yeah. He's even standing there like, son of a bitch.
No,
Can't
and
get
now
out of
I
it.
gotta- now I gotta play watch, make sure nothing kills us in the night.
Yeah. Use your rage, Steiner. Save us.
Hulk Steiner would be amazing.
Oh my god.
Especially if the armor transforms on, so you have that hat on. So,
That's all that he would have on is the hat. It would be like Bruce's purple pants.
oh god.
So he wouldn't even have pants.
He wouldn't have pants, he would just have the hat.
The hat.
Oh,
Gotta cover the important part.
Because everything else would shatter off. And look at the bastard sleeping standing up.
No, I gotta give him props. It's really hard to sleep standing up. I've
Yeah.
almost done it once, and I think I fell and smacked myself. Hey,
Oh,
active
God.
time event.
And here's the game trying to tutorial me.
Oh god.
This is how I handle that.
I love this lecture. Oh,
Nothing.
gosh, bro, I already know everything. Fuck you too, little guy.
It's like, fuck you, mobster. Mockster. Go to hell and die.
Yeah.
Mogo fruit. You can call us anywhere in the world by pressing B, whatever that means, because I'm not breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, this fucking Moogle doesn't care about the fourth wall at all.
I know, Moogles don't give a shit. Like a tiny race of Deadpools. Just less violent.
I don't know, some of them are pretty fucking violent.
That's
But-
true.
They
They're
don't approach...
fluffier.
At least one of them curses like a sailor.
So what they have over Deadpool is they look better without a costume on, and they're fluffier.
Oh, jeez. That's mean to Wade, yo.
I mean, would he deny it?
No, but
No,
still mean. You
Wade
shouldn't,
would actively make fun of it.
you shouldn't call it out. And here's Garnet, she's level 1, she's fucking useless.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
For a good chunk of the beginning of the game, she's kinda basically only the healer,
Yeah.
and that's her only
I-
utility.
For a
Later
while,
on in the
yeah.
game, she opens up and does some really good damage, but you don't get that until
I'm a little,
halfway into the second disc, I believe.
gonna say I'm a little
Oh.
curious that this game doesn't have the feature that some other Final Fantasies have is when you acquire a new party member, they're usually like 3 to 4 levels under you, but they're still roughly ballpark.
Yeah, it does
guess
that
it
for
kind-
it does that for everything else except for Garnet here.
It makes sense story-wise, but you know, stab.
But we can level her up. It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she'll level quickly in these higher areas.
Now I'm supposed to go to the ice cavern right now, but fuck that. I'm going over here to get some free items.
That's fair.
Yeah. Fuck ice levels.
Also, it's some foreshadowing here for later on.
Fresh footprints and smoke rising.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
You go get him, Steiner.
Go Hulk.
Hulk Steiner would be awesome. How dare you cross the road not at a crossing walk? Just the most uptight, rules lawyering Hulk that ever existed.
I think all he would have to do is go Hulk once, and no one would ever commit a crime again. Because
Oh, no.
you just see him run the alley.
He'd never
Make
actually
it
punch
just
anything.
like, oh shit. What?
He'd never actually just punch anything. He just looms over them and wags his finger angrily.
Oh my god. Now here, if you listen at the door,
A sexy, husky voice. What are you doing in a place like this? I sell medicine.
eventually he realizes he's being an asshole right now. So, but you can buy potions from this lady through the door somehow.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not a very odd thing since you're, selling medicine in a fucking war zone.
Yep.
That makes perfect sense. It actually is slightly immoral. I mean,
A
not saying
little
you
bit.
shouldn't sell medicine to people who
Yeah.
need it, but you could, give medicine to people who are suffering of.
Oh no,
If they
fuck
don't-
that.
Yeah,
Can't do
gotta make
that.
quick then.
Come on now.
Yeah, I get you. But still, I'm just saying, there's a couple of very awkward dots there to connect.
And here's the
we should
moose. These fuckers are cute. They're assholes.
They have such fluffy tails.
It's like a fox and a squirrel had a baby.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
and
call
then
them.
again,
I don't know if you call them mews or moos.
Hmm.
Steiner
Moos
calls
sound
them
like-
dead though, so
I don't know. Moos kind of sound like they're, like spat out of a cow.
Yeah,
I kind of like the idea of Mews.
Mew.
The only thing they actually look like a Mew fish. I mean, if you shaved a Mew bald,
It would just look like a naked rat.
essentially, it looked like a Pokemon Mew.
Yeah. So I wonder if it'd still be blue though, or if that's just anime hair color.
Well, probably not. Technically, polar bears have black skin underneath their fur.
Oh yeah.
And their
It could be
fur
fucking-
isn't white. It's like clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
reflects the snow around it.
Look at nature.
Nature's awesome.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
weird. I didn't say it wasn't awesome. I just said it was fucking weird.
No argument.
And there, I just kind of showcased how
Yeah.
strong Garnet is.
Eh.
She has 2 categories of weapons, unlike the other people. She can use rods and something called rackets. The rackets are really cool, but I don't get one for a while. And here I'm saving so I can grind up Garnet before I go into the ice cave because she'll fucking die otherwise, and it's a pain in the ass because she's the healer.
Yeah, well, I don't think.